This is your weekly moment of growth. In this week's moment of growth, we are going to have one of the speakers of Growth Now Movement Live. We're just going to share a clip from his past episode. This is Justin Kavanaugh talking about how you can accept blame for things, even if it's not necessarily your own fault, and how you can flip the perspective of it and start to embrace it and realize that this is your greatest life lesson and this is your greatest opportunity to push forward and become the individual you are meant to be.
And it's like, not only that, not just like, not to F you world, not to F you dad, not to any of those other things, but also like F you yourself. Like I put myself in that situation. Like at some point I have to be like, this shouldn't have happened. You know, I should have been smarter. And then that's when you really like, you get really frustrated, and people call it depression or anxiety, when you start to focus your energy on other people and then you turn it around and you realize it was your fault. Now there's probably the only thing I could have done about that was that one situation was not have that happen. Right. But no one could have known that was going to happen. You know, I was at that age, like I said, I thought I was Superman. And again, you have all these humbling moments that really, that change the way you think about yourself and your projection. See, I was on track in my mind to not only play at the highest level at college, but then go on to play at the NFL. Like that was just going to happen. Like that was just my track that I was going to go on. Mm-hmm. And God had other plans.
Sure.
We talk about God's timing is a little bit different than ours.
Yeah,
but it's
totally
the right timing. So for me, that moment was really, you know, I was pissed off. And then it's like, well, what can you do? Like when you're helpless, right? Like that's the point where it's like you're grasping first, you're looking for an answer. And there's nobody to give it to you. Like nobody could sit you down in a session, talk to you. There's nothing, no one thing that could happen that's going to really just change you at that moment, because you had to go through this grueling process. It wasn't like just snap your fingers, snap out of it, let's go, because I couldn't walk.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, all right, cool, you're going to give me a motivational speech and then I'm going to be able to get up. No, I can't get up. So you actually sit in this really bad place for a long time until you do something about it. And I had to do something about it. And the only way to do something about it was actually to move. And I wasn't able to move physically. Because I wasn't able to move physically, I had to move mentally. And that's when I learned how to become a coach. And then even after I was able to learn how to move mentally, I couldn't move physically again. So I had to move spiritually. I had to take my place from a very bad situation to a sound mind, right? And a sound spirit. That's when it became really interesting. That's probably when I found myself.
When we're faced with adversities and our paths are skewed by what we thought was going to happen in our lives, sometimes we freeze and we don't know what to do. And as Justin shared there, it just creates an opportunity for you to refocus and almost take a completely different perspective and view at what it is you're meant to be. So embrace those moments, accept those mistakes, and move forward. I appreciate you guys checking out Coach Cav in this week's Moment of Growth. This was a lot of fun. We'll see you next week.